Good evening. My name is Edan Yago, CEO of Epiphyte, and what we do is we help large financial organizations tackle a problem that really should be trivial for them, but for some reason, and hopefully I'll get to explain depending on the slides, what that reason is, isn't. So here's an interesting problem, right? On the 22nd of June, the largest FX brokers in the UK, the true experts in this field, found themselves unable to perform payments. Can anyone guess what happened on the 22nd of June? Yeah, so Brexit happened. But how this affected the FX brokers isn't obvious to most people. So let's take an example of one of those FX brokers. Michael, he's the CEO of Azimo, and he needs to send funds around the world for his customers every single day. And one of the countries that he wants to send funds to is Nigeria. So what are the steps that he needs to go through? Well, what he needs to do is he needs to turn pounds into dollars, send those dollars to Nigeria where they're going to sit in a Nostro account at a bank in Nigeria, and he has to organize that there's going to be 3 to 5 days worth of funds there because it takes 2.5 to 3 days to send the funds there, and there are weekends and God forbid holidays, things get crazy. And so he's got this huge FX exposure now of 5 days, massive capital costs, FX exchange fees, and then every single morning he has to guess how many naira he's going to need to pay out and has an additional conversion. So now he's got 2 FX exposures that he has to balance out. And what happened on the 22nd of June was that the pound became so volatile that even the FX brokers couldn't figure out how to do it. So today, how does Epiphyte, our company, help companies like this, TransferWise, Azimo, remittance companies? Well, what we do is we offer an entirely new way of sending funds between countries. With us, there is the following steps. You take your pounds, you convert them to naira, and they get delivered directly to the recipient's bank account, and the whole process, end to end, takes 15 minutes or less. Usually within 5 minutes, the funds have been already delivered. And the reason we can do this is because we completely bypass the banking system. In fact, we are the first and currently only company in the world who have been licensed by any regulator. We've been licensed by the FCA to provide clearing and settlement of FX outside of the banking system. And the way we do it is over blockchain systems. And we were able to do this. We're able to do this because we've solved 3 hard problems. The first hard problem is how do you even get traditional funds onto a blockchain? And then how do you transfer them around the world instantaneously and at massive scale in a secure way? So we've managed to demonstrate to the FCA how we do that. And then we showed how we, in addition to that, are able to provide privacy for those who are performing their transactions. Their information never leaks, while at the same time enhancing the AML and fraud protections that they and the regulator has. And then the third thing is our customers have been for the last 3 years primarily large banks, and so we've managed to achieve access to domestic clearing systems that no other blockchain company has. And as a result, we've taken the efficiencies of domestic payments and turned them into the least efficient part in our cross-border transactional system. And so what we've done, we became licensed just 3 months ago. We launched the product. We've started to see growing transactions and a large number of customers, 45 new customer requests in the last month alone. We thought we were going to hire a salesperson. Now we need to hire someone to go through the requests. And our business model is very, very simple. We take a small fee, which is based on the FX spread in all of these transactions. So because we don't have a lot of time, I'll just tell you quickly that this is probably the largest undisrupted market in the financial space. Banks have a complete monopoly over the space right now, with the exception of our company, and they make $275 billion in revenue. It's 5% of all banking revenue is cross-border payments. By the way, it's not great for them because it costs them $305 billion a year, so we have a substantial competitive advantage. And I'll skip the competitor slide and just tell you quickly about our team. This is our team leadership. Gabrielle Patrick, who is in the audience with me today, is the legal genius behind putting together the application which eventually allowed us to get this new type of licensing. Before this, she has been a C-level executive at one of the largest insurance companies in the world. Oren Gampo manages our engineering. He has been one of the four founders of blockchain technology generally, and he has built several companies up from startup to exit, including Final, which he took from a 50-person company to one of the 6 highest grossing algo trading companies in the world. And myself, this will be my 3rd startup and hopefully my 3rd exit. And I also managed to work before this. My previous field was biotechnology, and I actually moved into this space through Zynga, and that's where I got interested in digital assets and virtual currencies. So we have an event that we're actually putting together with Eddie on Tuesday. It's an investor showcase. We'll be telling you more about our company, about the regulation, and about the technology that we've managed to create. And if any of you are interested, please talk to me. We'd be very happy to host you. Thank you very much.